Hey everyone, it's Elizabeth with t0inky TV, and I'm here to do a recap of the Korean drama Temptation with Kwon and Choi. And I've mentioned it before, but they were in a really famous drama like 10 years ago, Winter Sonata. So they've been reunited. And at first, I wasn't really digging this Korean drama. It was kind of like a mashup between Indecent Proposal and a little bit of that Demi Moore, Michael Douglas movie where it was kind of like that whole sexual harassment kind of Korean movie back in the 80s or 90s. So I wasn't like really liking the premise of Choi Ji-woo's character. She seemed kind of like a man-eater, kind of like a person who was very cold and calculating and just really out to get what she wanted. And she seemed very manipulative, somebody who was very rich and somebody who had a way of getting what she wanted at any cost. So it was very dangerous liaison at the same time. But as I've gotten into this Korean drama, it's gotten a lot better. So Choi, at first I thought she was going to be the second female lead, but she's not. She's actually kind of vying in my heart for the first female lead. And the secondary character, who was Kwon Sung-woo's wife, she's kind of gotten a little bit evil towards the latter half, towards, episode 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So just to kind of recap where we left off, Choi Ji-woo's character bought Kwon Sung-woo's leading man character for 3 days for approximately like $300,000, like $100,000 for a day. It was in Macau, and his wife was really upset about it, and it basically kind of tore down his marriage to where he got divorced, and his former wife got together with a really playboy kind of character, this man who is kind of like the arch nemesis of Choi Ji-woo's character, because they're both very rich, although Kwon Sung-woo's wife or ex-wife married into the richer family. And so now they're kind of at odds with each other because Kwon Sung-woo's former wife really wants to tear down Choi Ji-woo's character. So you kind of feel like there's no real clear-cut candy girl in this drama because neither woman is a candy girl at all. So it kind of breaks away from that stereotype of a Korean drama. But then there's nobody that's like really terrible either, because they both have their own quirks. And I really feel like both the females are really driving this storyline, because Kwon Sung-woo's former wife, she's really hurt. She's just really like torn up over the fact that this rich woman, Choi Ji-woo's character, tore their family apart in her eyes, rather than saving her life, which Choi Ji-woo's character did. She saved her from drowning and committing suicide. And also Choi Ji-woo's character saved them from financial ruin. So like, it's kind of like sending a weird message out to the watcher of, to the audience. Like, here's this woman who is really devastated financially, just socially, everything, but she doesn't want to accept what was given to her because it's from this cold, kind of socially awkward woman who really wants her husband. And then the way Choi Ji-woo's character is like telling Kwon Sung-woo's former wife, like, yes, I'm really kind of into your man, nothing really happened, but something might happen. So in a way, Choi Ji-woo's character, although I think she's a fairly noble woman, she did save that lady's life, but she's so socially awkward and so kind of calculating and cold and so driven that she comes off as a real thorn in Kwon Sung-woo's former wife's side. And so I could totally see both perspective of the women. The men are kind of like the secondary characters. I feel like Kwon Sung-woo, he's very smart, very driven, and he's helping Choi Ji-woo's character to regain the status that Kwon Sung-woo's former wife and her new playboy husband is kind of dealing with. But Kwon Sung-woo's former wife married the playboy, but I don't think that marriage is very happy because the stepchildren, one is just really mean and nasty towards her, and then her husband, the playboy guy, is already kind of stepping out on her, and they've only been married one episode, and he's already like visiting the room salons again and, drinking up a storm, leaving her at home to wonder where he is. So it's kind of like a really not so good kind of feeling. But Kwon Sung-woo warned her, it's like, don't get married to this guy because I really feel like your life will be really kind of terrible because of him. So I don't know. I don't really feel bad for her because she's just kind of like, she wasn't appreciative, but I could totally see where she's coming from because the hand that extended, all these gifts was the hand that took away what she really, really loved, and that was her husband, Kwon Sung-woo. So I don't know. I'm actually still watching it. I'm looking forward to episode 14. I'll probably watch it all the way through the end, but it's been kind of like, oh, what should I do? So I don't know. What are you guys thinking? Let me know what your thoughts are on this Korean drama, Temptation, with Kwon Sung-woo and Choi. And for me, I hope Choi does a really cool, cute character, which is more her style, because Suspicious Housekeeper, she was like this robotic kind of like psycho sociopath. And then in this one, she's a little bit socially awkward, cold, ambitious, kind of like awkward woman. So I want her to kind of shine again because I feel like she's not really doing herself justice with these roles, but I guess she's stretching herself and she's kind of showing the world that she can play different roles. So anyways, let me know what your thoughts are and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.